Prince Harry's speech at the 2025 Invictus Games. A staggering disappointment that left the audience silent. The moment Prince Harry stepped onto the stage at the 2025 Invictus Games in Vancouver, the world expected an inspiring message, a speech that would uplift and empower the wounded warriors in attendance. Instead, he delivered an incoherent, lackluster address that left the audience in stunned silence, not out of respect, but sheer confusion. For a man who once moved the world with his powerful speeches at previous Invictus Games, this performance was nothing short of a disaster. His words felt forced, disorganized, and devoid of genuine emotion, as if he was reading a script that even he didn't believe in. This wasn't the Prince Harry that the veterans once admired. This was a man struggling to connect, struggling to stay relevant. A speech that fell flat. The audience reaction was telling. As he spoke, many attendees avoided eye contact, their expressions shifting from anticipation to disappointment. The silence in the room was deafening, not because of reverence, but because no one knew how to react. Several military personnel could be seen looking down at their phones, some whispering to one another. A few even left mid-speech, something unheard of in previous years. It was clear, this wasn't the rousing battle cry they had expected. It was a train wreck in slow motion. One veteran later commented, "It felt like he didn't even prepare. He just said a bunch of vague, meaningless phrases and expected us to be moved. We weren't." Graham Norton's savage takedown, turning Harry's speech into a viral joke. As if the failure on stage wasn't humiliating enough, talk show host Graham Norton made sure the world wouldn't forget it. On his show the following evening, Norton played clips of Harry's speech, imitating his hesitant, stumbling delivery. At one point, Norton pretended to fall asleep at his desk, snoring loudly as the audience erupted into laughter. He then joked, "I've heard better speeches from toddlers explaining why they colored on the walls." The segment went viral almost instantly. Memes flooded social media, with captions like, "Loudspeaker, Harry's speech in a nutshell. Words. Veterans. Something about inspiration. Thank you. Goodbye. Loudspeaker Invictus athletes have overcome impossible odds." Prince Harry couldn't even overcome basic public speaking. The ridicule was relentless. Social media wasn't just laughing, it was tearing him apart. Social media backlash, empty words, zero substance. Within hours, social media erupted with criticism, with users describing the speech as crossmark, vague and uninspired, crossmark, completely disconnected from the real struggles of veterans, crossmark, proof that Harry is out of touch and just trying to stay relevant. Veterans themselves weighed in, with one writing, "We came here to be inspired." Instead, we got a man who sounded like he was reading a grocery list. Another scathing comment read, "You can't fake passion. You can't fake sincerity. And you definitely can't fake connection. We see through you, Harry." It wasn't just everyday people weighing in. Even high-profile media outlets tore into his performance. The stark comparison, from powerful speeches to a PR disaster. What made this failure even worse was a glaring contrast with Harry's past Invictus speeches. In 2014, he stood before a crowd and delivered a message of resilience and courage that brought many to tears. In 2018, he spoke with such authenticity that even his critics had to admit it was moving. But in 2025, the magic was gone. The speech felt manufactured, disconnected, and painfully shallow. One commentator put it bluntly, "When you no longer believe in your own words, neither will anyone else." Has Prince Harry lost touch with the cause he once championed? This incident raises a much bigger question. Does Prince Harry still understand the veterans he claims to support? There was a time when he was one of them, not just a prince, but a soldier, a man who served. But after years of celebrity life, multimillion-dollar deals, and Hollywood drama, has he lost the connection? Critics believe so. One journalist remarked, "Harry's speech felt more like a PR obligation than a genuine show of support. If he no longer has the heart for this, maybe he should step aside, Others pointed out that Meghan Markle was nowhere to be seen at the event, fueling speculation that the couple is distancing themselves from causes they once championed. The damage to his reputation. Can he recover? This wasn't just a bad speech. It was a public image disaster. Media outlets ran headlines like, "Newspaper, Prince Harry's Invictus speech misses the mark by a mile." Newspaper, the moment Prince Harry lost the room. Newspaper, from leader to letdown. What happened to Prince Harry? For a man whose reputation has already suffered in recent years, this failure only adds to the growing doubts about his credibility. Once, he was a prince who inspired millions. Now, he's struggling to hold their attention. And the real question remains. Small Blue Diamond, can Prince Harry reclaim the respect he once commanded? Small Blue Diamond, or has he officially lost his connection to the very people who once believed in him? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below.